So, we have everything set up. We're ready to go and ready to reveal what we're doing today. As you can see, we're writing a book.
This is not unusual for us, as we are actually writers. We have written books before. We have, things out and about in places. This is what pays the bills. So
Yeah.
But we thought we would. This idea has been kicking around for a while, and we thought, literally last night, we were like, hey, what would be cool? Writing a book on Twitch for everyone to see and watch and feel the pain that is writing a novel. So,
welcome to Franklin.
Yes, welcome to Franklin. Welcome
A very interesting person.
Yes, Franklin is a very interesting person. And, This is just the sort of mock-up.
Yep.
You'll see an author name down there. This is our pen name for when we write together.
Yeah.
And it's actually a jumble of...
An anagram.
It's an anagram, yeah, of our
names.
First names.
Yeah.
And, And I wonder if the carrot looks like a V. I think people will get it. It's fun.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Because it doesn't actually look like the V.
No. So, we have had this idea for Franklin for a while, which is a person who is boring to the point of hilarity. So absolutely mundane. And then catapulting them into some kind of, world that they were not built for. The big thing that we're going to be dealing with heading into writing Franklin is that we're not sure what we want to throw him into. Do we want to force him into a near future sci-fi a la Zoe punches the future in the dick, or if we want a horror story, and if we wanted a horror story, like would it be slasher, a like actual normal like monster thing going on, body horror, like what specifically we'd like to do.
Yeah.
The one good thing about Franklin is that it's easy to write scenes with him before things have gone to hell. Gone to hell, air quotes, like, whatever he's been thrown into.
Yeah.
And so that's probably what we're going to just start with, is a lot of that and coming up with the aesthetics of Franklin.
Yes.
I imagine sweater vests.
Sweater vests and...
bow ties.
Yes.
Bow ties.
Neat bow ties.
Yep.
And lots of patterns.
Yep.
Patterns on patterns.
Yeah.
And bright colours. But, like, the bright as in, like, mustards and things like that. Like, not...
A bright mustard.
A bright
We're just
mustard.
going to Google...
Bright mustard sweater vest.
Bright mustard sweater vest. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a look. That's absolutely beautiful. That's it. There's Franklin's sweater vest. Yep. Oh, I mean, that one's pretty good too. No, it's too interesting. We'll go with this one. So we will copy image, come over here to the aesthetics, and just slap that right down. Maybe. Did it? Did it? Hey, there we go. All right, let's see what else. Well, one thing is I do have one or two things already written, small things.
Yes.
That I'm going to go out and grab real quick.
Sorry, I'm just fiddling with the Formatting, I want to make sure that everything is formatted nicely, ready for us to do the writing. As you can see, we write with Google Docs. It's really good because then we can have two computers open and
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can see both of us writing at the same time.
Yes.
I'm about to slap a whole bunch of stuff down into the notes. Oh, we don't have a notes one yet. I'll do that real quick. Create and share. Excuse me. Also, I apologize ahead of time for all the clickety clacks as I type on the computer.
We just need to tag it with ASMR and everything will be fine.
I should have done that. One sec, I'll do that real quick. I'll just hello ASMR, auditory ASMR, and done. Perfect. All right. The ASMR of panic from writers as they try to slap together a story that doesn't have infinite holes in it. Let's see here. Notes. And a whole bunch of writings can go in here. This is stuff that was written like months ago. So don't know how much of this we're actually going to use, but bam. There we go. I'll start out for the viewers reading this out, I think, some of the stuff to give you kind of a feel of this. The toast hadn't finished, which meant the ironing wasn't done. Even as a child, he was astoundingly boring. He would play pretend that he was an accountant with pebbles and pine cones for money. His bookkeeping was immaculate. His mother used to always tell him, "There's nothing wrong with being average. Even unicorns are just goats." One day in 7th grade, he walks. Sorry. So this isn't all written exactly like it will be in the book. Some of this is just note taking that I did. Let's see here. So, he walked up to her. One day in 7th grade, he walks into his mother's room. "What's wrong, Franklin?" He walked up to her nervously, worrying the hem of his sweater vest. "Mother, I think I'm a homosexual." There was a small pause, and his mother smiled. "That's fine, sweetheart. Come here." She held out her arms, and Franklin sat down beside her and hugged her tightly. "You'll meet a wonderful man one day who will make your heart flutter and your cheeks flush, and you will give him such a sweet and happy life that the two of you will never be lonely, for you'll always have each other." They hug for a bit more, and Franklin speaks up. "I wish Dad were here for this moment." His mother tensed very slightly and gave a half-hearted, "Yeah." Let's see here. Franklin won a drawing for a special Power Rangers watch as a kid. It's one of a kind and glows in the dark. He still wears it. He had the straps replaced with leather ones so he could still wear it. He has recounted this story to Jeff several times. Jeff listens every time. Um, Oh yeah, we had an idea that whenever Franklin was an adult, one thing that was going to happen was his mother was going to be in an old folks home, and this was one of the oddities that would be happening there. Um, "Mother, where did all these cards come from?" He looked over all of them slowly. Get well, happy 70th anniversary, condolences, and even one stating Happy Hanukkah. "Oh, those are my winnings from our bridge games. The birthday cards are my favorite." She shuffled over and picked one up. "Look, this one can't spell birthday." She chuckled and set it back down, turning and shuffling back to the bed. Franklin picked up the card and slipped his ballpoint pen from his pocket and corrected the spelling before putting it down again.
So all these are just notes, like they're not
Yep.
in any order. We don't know where they go. It was just like, it would be like we would just get a glimpse of Franklin and his story. And
Yep.
yeah, Jeff, like there's already been mention of Jeff.
Would be one of his co-workers.
Yes. And yeah. Oh, there's a whole
Yeah,
paragraph.
section here. Franklin irons his tea towels, his newspapers, and his handkerchiefs. He doesn't know how long to iron things. He times it using his toaster. He eats a lot of toast, with butter, if he's feeling exciting that day. He owns one embroidered handkerchief. It reads Franklin in block letters. He did not embroider it himself. He paid for it. And was it is ex- oh he paid for it, is excited to own an embroidered item, but complained to his best friend, Jeff, about how expensive it was. He pronounces Jeff like Geoff because he thinks it's funny. Jeff puts up with it. Jeff also doesn't even remember Franklin's name. They don't hang out after work, and at work, the reason they talk so much is every time Jeff gets up for water at the cooler, Franklin does too. Franklin doesn't read much, but he checks out books from the library constantly. He picks what he thinks are cool or interesting books because he wants the librarian to think he's cool, because he thinks he's cute. He tried to check out the Karma Sutra, but got too nervous while waiting in line and put it back. He grabbed the first book beside where he set it down. He gets back in line, sets the book down where when it's his turn. The librarian scans the book and comments, "Oh, thinking of learning Italian, are we? Molto excitante, or excitante? It's double C.
It is double C and an I, so
Excitante?
it must be but there's double C, like zucchini.
Zucchini? Excitante? I don't know. His voice rolling over the syllables with a sensual ease that flushed Franklin's cheeks. He picked up the book and fumbled a small chow and walked away briskly. Smash cut to him cooking macaroni and cheese, trying to read the Italian to English dictionary. He bought Gouda because it said to use a nice cheese. He thinks Gouda is nice and exciting. As he finishes, he reads the last step: salt and pepper to taste. He grabs the salt grinder, cracks it a few times, stops, considers it, then sets it down. Then he then picks up the pepper grinder, goes to crack some, stops, pulls back, stops, goes to crack, stops, then yells out, "Well, gosh darn it, Franklin, you gotta live a little." He cracks it once and sets it down with a definitive nod. Let's see. Franklin bikes to work with a helmet, knee pads, and elbow pads. He's in pretty good shape and can run for quite a long time. He later steals a child's bike and has to stand up to ride it properly to get up to speed. This would be whenever things go to hell. Franklin has his worst day ever. He accidentally bumps his toaster timer one day. At the beginning of the worst day ever, he puts his toaster in, starts ironing his embroidered kerchief. Um, he keeps ironing, continues. Suddenly, he smells something wrong. He looks at the toaster, and smoke is rising from it. He runs to it and pulls the burnt toast out, burning his fingers. He runs cold water over them, and then he turns around to see smoke rising from the kerchief and iron. Yeah. Um, his company is downsizing. He gets called into the accounting manager's office. They're very apologetic about letting him go and explain that they're letting go of lots of employees who they don't want to see go. His boss shakes his hand and explains that there's a good severance package and that he'll miss Franklin, and offers to even give him a glowing reference for any future jobs he goes for. He packs slowly with his earbuds in, listening to It's a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. He keeps looking at the water cooler, expecting to see Jeff. After a bit, he looks over to Jeff's desk and sees that Jeff has a water bottle, a huge glass one. He won't need water for the rest of the day. Franklin is very sad about this, because the door to leave is in the opposite direction. He doesn't want to just walk over to Jeff's desk. He wants to respect his personal space. He doesn't get to say goodbye. It's raining on the bike ride home. He has to walk with the bike because A, it's not safe to bike in the rain, and B, the boxes of his office stuff is heavy.
Poor Franklin.
He realizes he left behind his snow globe at work, the one with a photo of him and his mom. He goes back to the next day, and when he gets to his desk, the globe is gone. Jeff calls out to him, presses against a cubicle wall. Oh no, sorry. Jeff calls out to him from his desk, but suddenly gunfire rings out. This is the first idea. We thought that maybe some kind of like action thriller could be the first idea, and that's where the rest of this goes into. Um, yeah, let's hear. Yeah, who was let go of during the downsizing is based on how much time they spent at the water coolers. Jeff is so good they give him a second chance. They say if he brings a water bottle and stops. Oh,
Sorry.
we're gonna mute for just a moment. Sorry. All right. Audio's back. We're back. I'm just currently, again, writing out a little bit for the overall idea here. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
Okay.
Gravel rolling over. Hmm. That's pleasant.
Ew. Horrible.
You're welcome. Um,
Okay, so shall we?
mhm.
Because we don't actually know. Are we going to keep like this part? I do like the idea
Don't
of
know.
this downsizing thing.
Yeah, I think that can be like part of what sort of unmoors him, the downsizing issue, but it doesn't have to be part of the actual like conflict.
Yeah, because we still don't really know what world he's set in.
No,
Um, what
I
any
don't
of
know.
that sort of stuff.
Maybe we should just do a unless you're like hard set on a particular one, we could just like leave it up to chance and create one of those little spinny boards and just like let chance decide which one we go with.
Can we do an online spin
Yeah, we
board?
sure can. What the hell do you call that? Wheel of chance.
Wheel of chance, wheel of fortune, that sort of thing.
Picker wheel. Hi, picker wheel. Input here. All right. So we've got near future. Add. We've got
Urban fantasy.
urban fantasy. We've got slasher villain. Yeah.
Yep.
We've got body horror.
Yeah.
What else?
Monsters.
Monsters.
We've got um 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 um
Mm-hmm.
like sci-fi, like what with um like what Hank Green is doing. His is sci-fi, but it's like urban sci-fi because it's normal world right now. Sci-fi's been implanted.
Okay. We'll enter that one. Urban fantasy is our world, but fantasy and magic exists.
So normally the idea is that it's our world, but it's hidden.
Yeah, like sort of like Harry Potter, but usually the character is from our world, and they're still in our world, but this like fantasy part of everything is sort of encroaching on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Neverwhere is a better example of that,
Neverwhere
but
is
not a lot of people have read it.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Comparatively to Harry Potter, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's really cool.
yeah. Do you have any suggestions, Zeddy? What about like cosmic
horror?
Cosmic horror. Can we change the colors?
Zeddy, I do not.
You do not. Okay.
Might be able to change the colors. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like it.
That's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no.
It's
All
just
right.
terrible colors.
Yep. Puke.
It's they're good
Franklin colors.
Franklin colors.
Yeah. Yeah. The same thought.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other kinds of horror that I would like to do with this character. Because I love psychological
Ghost.
horror, but I don't know. Oh yeah, paranormal / ghosts. Yeah, because I love psychological horror, but I do not really think that Franklin would be a good fit for that.
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't seem particularly tortured, because that's usually what psychological horror is based around: is the issues of the person themselves causing problems. Hmm. And something as mundane as noir feels like it would be wasted on Franklin. Or Franklin would be wasted on that. Either way.
Maybe something that we could do is do like a mashup too, so it's not just plain urban fantasy, but it's like paranormal urban
Body
fantasy,
horror urban fantasy.
Yeah, that
oh
sort
my
of thing.
god.
So we do a
Ooh.
mashup.
So we roll it twice.
So we roll it twice.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. Do you want me to just go for it?
No, not yet. Let's
Okay.
see if we can add a couple more things.
Okay. One issue that I have is there are lots of sort of subgenres of things that don't really have names that I enjoy.
Yeah, like weird fiction. Like
Weird fiction covers so much stuff. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too vague.
What about oh goodness, I just had it.
What about evil house horror?
I love evil house horror.
All right, evil house horror. This would be your House of Leaves, your Haunting of Hill House. If you play video games, Anatomy. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
God, the colors. As you might also notice, we are particularly fond of horror.
Yes. Adventure, like quest adventure. Like he has to go like Uncharted type adventure. Treasure hunt adventure. Okay. Urban treasure hunt. like National Treasure style.
Okay. How are we breaking your view of everything? What did we do?
Gothic
horror.
Gothic horror.
That's sort of a psychological. There you go. I do feel like if we get Gothic horror at all, we have to go back and read some Gothic horror in our free time.
In all of our free time, yes.
I mean, we have some free time.
We have a little bit of free time, yes.
We do like horror. I know. I'm sorry. It's such a shock to you.
We've got slasher.
Yep. Slasher villain specifically.
Are we interested in superhero type stuff?
Nah. I don't know. Body horror superhero might be fun, but honestly, body horror, any of these would be super fun.
Comedy?
I mean, it's gonna be comedic because of Franklin.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Grimdark.
I don't feel like I don't know. Grimdark's a little much. It's all the muchness.
It doesn't feel like, I don't know if we could cram him into that.
No. They killed my family and then did horrible, unspeakable things to their bodies. Would you like a cup of tea?
Don't try to sell me on it. My
Sorry.
gosh.
You're welcome.
We have monster.
Mm-hmm. Cremation with I don't know.
Fairy tale?
Yeah, okay, because there's an aesthetic there.
Yeah.
Fairy tale could include things that feel like Coraline.
Yes.
Because Coraline's essentially a fairy tale.
Coraline is urban fantasy fairy tale, yes.
Yeah. Because it's our world,
Pretty
but then
much,
there's just a fairy tale there.
Like, Neil Gaiman is urban fantasy
Fairy tale.
/ fairy tale.
Yeah.
Urban fantasy paranormal.
With campfires. Yes, so brutal and violent. You can't cremate with a campfire. It's not hot enough. The bones will be left behind.
And the teeth.
Yeah, the teeth.
Won't somebody please think of the teeth?
Please think of the teeth. Please think of the teeth. The bones are not always left behind. Excuse me? What would the point of cremation be if you left the bones behind? You burn absolutely everything. That's like the furnaces that do it are ridiculously hot. Yeah, it literally turns your bones to ash.
Everything burns.
Everything burns. Yep.
Eventually.
Excuse me? All right.
We have gothic.
Mm-hmm.
We have paranormal.
Yep.
It's paranormal and non-supernatural. Supernatural and paranormal are the same sort of thing, right?
I mean, to me they are.
Body horror. Splatterpunk. What is splatterpunk? Gory. Really super violent.
Do we want to put down gory? Gory / splatterpunk?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine him, that poor bastard. Franklin.
It'd be like that movie,
Guns Akimbo.
Oh, that was so heckin'
It was
good.
so good.
That's not what I was gonna say though. It just reminded me of that movie that we started watching. We didn't finish it, about the one where they're all in the they're all in the office building and then it gets shut down and then everyone starts
The Belko experiment.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Okay, well, fair enough.
What's that? What's
Technically there's no ashes, air quotes. It's fragile calcified bone fragments.
Who's that? Who said that?
Zeddy. He Googled it.
Oh, smart.
But really, if you're able to, like, splatter it in someone's face and it doesn't, like, beat them to hell because it's so powdery, that's ashes.
Apocalyptic? We could do an apocalypse.
The world falls apart around him. Body horror apocalypse. All right, cool. If I can put body horror with it, I'll be happy.
Evil house apocalypse.
Oh, that would actually be horrible. I really hope we don't get that combo. All right. Paranormal Ghosts Apocalypse would just be like, okay, so we're ripping off Pulse then. The Japanese movie about the ghosts coming in through the electronics and ending the world.
Or Ghostbusters.
Or Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, but they're not there to actually bust the ghosts. Stop giving God ideas for 2022.
God has all the ideas.
Urban sci-fi apocalypse. So the UFOs, they're a bigger deal than we thought. Sorry.
What about folk horror?
Oh, okay,
Yes.
yeah, folk horror. Wait, folk horror. 1 second. Wait. Southern Gothic.
Oh yeah.
1 second. Wait. We're not done. We're not done. Midwest Gothic.
Mm.
Midwest Gothic. Okay, cool. That was huge. Finding folk horror. Found footage.
What? As in, like,
He
this
could
is a
find
diary?
something. Well, or he could find something.
What is the found footage of novels is diaries?
I mean, it would be, yes, if we wrote it like a diary.
I don't think we've written
No.
so much journal entry stuff recently. I don't know. I mean, if we did
Wendigos or something like that. Flesh pedestrians. Excuse me?
flesh pedestrian.
Can't say the actual thing or that summons them or something. I don't know.
um, would witchcraft stuff like
Witchcraft.
horror witchcraft come under
Witchcraft.
folk horror?
I mean, maybe, but if you want to increase your odds of getting witchcraft, then we
Put
should.
witchcraft
All right.
in.
Witchcraft.
Um, hmm. Survival horror.
Yeah. See, like it being a survival situation just seems like it will naturally arise if you get the correct combination of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Vampires. I know we have
Wouldn't that
monsters.
if we do that, then we have to start adding like all.
Zombies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
Fine.
I think if we land on monsters, then we'll get more specific
We'll make another picker wheel for that one.
for what monsters we're doing.
Okay. All right. Anything else, or you think we're ready? Do you think we have enough?
Do we want to do sci-fi subgenres? Yes, that's what I mean. Do we want to do sci-fi subgenres? There's actually quite a lot.
Maybe. Depends on them. It's like with Gothic. I mean, Southern Gothic and Midwest Gothic are Gothic. So.
Aliens. AI. Dying Earth. Human development. Military. No, thank you. Mutants.
Maybe AI.
Pulp? I like pulp sci-fi. Steampunk.
Nah.
Time travel.
Oh, God, no. Please, God. Anything but time travel. The rate at which that becomes completely untenable is just horrifying.
Alternate history.
Yeah. Again, that's time travel.
Magical realism. Sword and sorcery.
Do we want to offer that one?
I don't know.
Would you want to write a sword and sorcery?
Sword and sorcery?
Sorry, Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery was in my mind. Yeah, it's a video game called that.
Sword and sorcery.
Yeah. Would you?
I don't know. Would we?
I don't think I would. Not particularly. Plus, if you do that, you have to establish so many rules for what it can and can't do. The magic part of the sword and sorcery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You end up with an epic. Cyberpunk?
All right, yeah. Oh my god, having him in a cyberpunk world would be hilarious. He probably wouldn't get fired, by the way.
Evil House Horror Cyberpunk.
I want body horror.
You want body horror?
I want body horror. Alright. Evil House body horror is like the best. That's pretty much Anatomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the house, the from the Fabler Chronicles that I wrote,
Mm.
the orphanage. Yeah,
Mm.
part of that was body horror Evil House. That was great.
Grimdark. Sorry, every time I see it, I just have to
Yep.
say it.
No, that's what bad writing advice does to you.
What's Gaslamp Fantasy?
I don't know. One moment, everyone.
Is like Flintlock Fantasy. Oh, well, now I know.
Thanks.
Alternate versions of Victorian.
Oh.
So, how is Gaslamp Fantasy different from
Steampunk.
Steampunk?
Not to be confused with steampunk.
Swashbuckling piracy?
I mean, oh, pirates would be great. Alright, so swashbuckling. Swashbuckling AI. Okay, so generally speaking, this particular realm of fantasy employs either a Victorian or Edwardian setting. The Gaslamp fantasy genre is not to be confused with steampunk, which is often set in the same historical era, but usually has more of a super science edge.
Sure.
Also differs from classical Victorian Edwardian fairy to or pure fantasy of J.R.R. Tolkien style, or from historical crime novels in the Anne Perry or June Thompson style by the supernatural elements, themes, and subjects it features. Many of its tropes, themes, and stock characters derive from Gothic literature, a long-established genre composed of both blah 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 blah.
Portal Fantasy.
I mean that just happens from like urban fantasy, right? Because we're talking like Narnia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between Portal Fantasy and Urban Fantasy?
I guess urban fantasy could literally just be right next door, like literally. Like you could literally have dwarves living in the apartment next door.
You don't have to go through a portal to another world.
Yeah.
They are in our world.
So Dracula is Gaslamp fantasy.
Oh.
Because it's fantasy set in our world, specifically during that era. Yeah. I guess I get that. I can pick up. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So if we do that, we have to shift where he lives, obviously, but he would still fit in that era. Are we willing to throw something down like that? Because body horror Gaslamp fantasy sounds amazing. Again, body horror anything. All right, Gaslamp fantasy. Of course, if it doesn't work out, if we get some impossible combination, maybe we'll redo it.
Oh, obviously.
But, yeah.
Because we're the writers.
Gaslamp fantasy AI. Okay, unless this is a fake world. Oh, okay, I guess that could work. No, we're not doing that. Okay, cool. Spin? No, going back if we do it.
Does anyone else have any...
No.
No?
I mean, unless Eddie thinks of something last minute. Yeah, like, sorry, as a side note, Wendigos, if we get them, if we get monsters, they'll be in the subgenre.
Or would they be in folk?
Both? Yeah, nope, Zeddy has no other ideas. Alright. Ready?
Do it!
Oh, God. Yes! Midwest Gothic! Oh, sweet mother of God, yes!
Hold on, I want to take a photo of it.
Oh, it's gonna be weird. Oh, this is gonna be the weirdest.
Oh, gosh.
The Midwest is the weirdest part of America, by the way.
This is fun.
That's Minnesota, don't you know?
Oh, I do like Minnesota.
Minnesotans are gonna be like, we're from the north! And I'm gonna be like, you're Midwest. We all know you're Midwest.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
Ah! What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh god, oh god, oh god! Gaslamp Fantasy Midwest. Alright, wait, let's think about this.
Alright, so give me and the viewers a rundown on how you see Midwest? Like, give us some examples.
Cornfields.
Okay.
Cornfields. We're gonna Google
Cornfields,
this. One sec.
farms.
Midwest Gothic. It's what? Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna make. If someone watching this has read this book, you'll be like, "Huh, yeah, exactly." It's what Universal Harvester should have been. Anyway, we'll use the internet to answer our question. Thanks, internet. Wait. Oh, no. This is actually a... No, we're not looking for a publication place. Midwest Gothic. Aesthetic. Thank you. Yeah, here we go. Images, look. This is Midwest Gothic.
What did we get? We got Midwest
Gothic gas lamp fantasy.
Is that possible?
I guess you can't use modern versions of what the Midwest looks like.
I don't think
so. Not gas lamp with that.
Let's do another spin and see how we go. I've taken a photo of it anyway.
All right. So
if we decide that
I really like Midwest Gothic. No. I'm just saying, if the next thing works well with it, I think we should do those. Because yeah, no, gas lamp. You can't use it with Midwest because Midwest is from like the 70s onward.
Some of these are settings, and some of them, like, they're also...
Some of them are genres, some of them are conflict, some of them are setting.
Yeah.
So... And I feel like those are two different settings. Gaslamp Fantasy and Midwest Gothic.
Yeah.
So we'll give it another spin. Body horror, body horror, body horror, body horror. Ooh.
Maybe?
That's a big maybe.
Okay.
Alright, do we want to... Alright. We're breaking our own rules constantly here. What if we go through this list and remove the things we don't think will work with Midwest?
Gothic. Okay.
Alright. So, things I don't think that'll work. I don't think AI would work. Cyberpunk could work. It would be really weird. Swashbuckling, no. There's no ocean. Gaslamp, no. That's a setting. Can't do Southern Gothic in Midwest, right?
I guess. Yeah. And take out Midwest Gothic.
Because we already got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
National Treasure would be weird.
I don't think it would be... No, I think
not
get rid
plausible.
Of that one.
Yeah. Urban sci-fi and urban fantasy, I think, would both work, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think that...
Because urban sci-fi would really just be alien abduction shit, right?
Yeah. I think get rid of near future.
Okay.
I think that's it. Give it a spin.
Sorry, just looking. Yeah, no, I agree. The rest of these could work. All right. Let's get Cyberpunk, the one I'm like least sure of. No, it was right there. Slasher villain, I'm fine with that. Slasher villain, Midwest Gothic.
Okay.
He works in a paper company. Our cat. We're so close to body horror.
Yeah. See, you were wanting body horror. I'm thinking like Evil House, Witchcraft, Fairy Tale. Midwestern is just nice. Also, we can still do body horror.
We can also just override whatever this is saying.
Yeah, because
we could just say, what about Midwest fairy tale body horror? I mean, that's a hell of a combo. And the body horror doesn't have to be the main focus of it. Yeah. It can just be a part of it. I mean, what if when the fairies, unmask themselves, it's absolutely horrible to look at? Or the things that they can do to humans. I mean, if they turned someone into a tree, that'd be pretty terrible if we actually described it.
This is sort of like... I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
Annihilation vibes.
I mean, that's kind of a fairy tale. It feels like one. Because people are punished for being curious. Okay. Think we can do that? Because Midwest Gothic, I guess, is sort of this feeling of abandonment in the midst of, yeah, these middle of nowhere places.
Fits well in this area.
I love that sign, by the way. It's
Can we
real.
please save that to put in the aesthetic?
Hell's real. Sure.
Can we also save the diner, the red light diner in the middle of nowhere?
Wait. Sorry.
Yes.
Aesthetics.
This sort of
wait,
thing.
One sec.
Oh,
just slapping that in there. Going back. Copy that. Copy image. All right, we've got our aesthetic / setting stuff. So I'm gonna slap it at the top here. By the way, we're gonna go up here. Please, just stop selecting the. I just want to type on the page, please.
Here, do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be able to write words. Because, yeah, it's going to delete the picture if I do that. Wait, 1 second.
Nice,
Copy
okay.
picture. I got it. Because I can just go.
Why don't you just type? Oh, you want to put that one
Midwest Gothic. Midwest Gothic fairy tale body horror. You're welcome, everyone. We're going to get crazy.
Oh, our cats are cute.
Our cat's being a sweetheart to one of the kiddos. Good stuff. Okay, so Midwest Gothic fairy tale body horror. That's where we're going with Franklin. God, poor Franklin. Oh man.
Franklin.
Oh, this is going to be terrible.
It's okay. Franklin is last girl.
Yes, final girl.
Final girl.
Final girl. Final girl Franklin. Oh. Copy image. Aesthetic. I found one I liked. This one. Is this nice?
That's nice.
Yep. This feels fey.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright,
yeah.
Cool. Let's copy image. Oh, that. Oh, this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Go ahead and scream. There are thousands of ears listening. Oh my god, that's horrible. I love the Midwest. I would never want to live there, though. God.
Would you really want to live anywhere, though, besides where we live?
No.
No. I'd like to visit places, but I am happy where we are.
Yep, same.
What's the big Midwest Gothic?
That one?
Yes.
The super image? It is a screenshot of a person's thing.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's really good, actually. Oh, hey, it's an aesthetics wiki. Hey! Oh, nice. One sec. I have an image to paste in here. American Gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Preacher would be that. Preacher as in the one that has the really good intro. And it has a vampire who's an alcoholic Irishman. And God is a man in a dog gimp suit. Yeah, the second season gets really weird.
Oh, okay.
I can't explain that any more than I have. It's just that weird.
I love the deer. Would you like a minty, my love?
The deer's good. The deer is good. I would love a minty. It's at times like these that you need a minty. Franklin has plot armor. Franklin does have plot armor.
Damn straight. Franklin has plot armor. He's our baby. He has to survive to, save the boy and
the
win.
cats.
Oh, that's terrifying. This is great. Cats or raccoons? Are raccoons in Midwest?
Yeah, raccoons are everywhere.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, as long as we're putting this in America, raccoons are a thing. Possums are a thing too.
What's the difference between Southern Gothic and Midwest?
Okay. It's a feeling. Also, literally the setting.
Okay.
You know, you got your bayou and your old plantations and yeah.
Cool. Really different. Excellent.
Mm-hmm. Southern Gothic is also great. Actually, okay. Preacher season 1, Midwest Gothic. Preacher season 2, Southern Gothic.
Mm-hmm.
Because season 2 is set in um, Nolans.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, this is good stuff.
This is going in places where I didn't think Franklin would go.
No, me neither. But he can. I'm excited to let him. That's Southern Gothic. Yeah, look at this. This is Southern Gothic. Yeah. Very different feel. Because Southern Gothic feels like it should be from like the late 1800s, while Midwest Gothic is happening right now. Or within the last 50 years. Oh man. That only goes back to the 1970s. That's pretty much what I meant, but still, that's a thing. Howdy from the middle of nowhere. Thanks, guys.
Bridge.
Slap that down in there. Bop. If you come by and you happen to watch this, we're picking out aesthetics to fit our Midwest Gothic fairy tale body horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a happy day.
Free hugs.
What?
I don't know. It just looked like it should have free hugs on it.
It does feel like a free hugs kind of thing.
Mm.
Oh, well, stay alive needs to be in there. Death is not the answer. Yep. We need that one too. It feels like those signs are definitely like to stop people from committing suicide, and I go, that's the kind of place it is. Passing place. Let's go back to stay alive. Death is not the answer.
That doesn't look real.
It is. Welcome to the Midwest. Hell is Real is the best one because that big billboard, anyone, I think it's in Ohio, maybe. That's it. Is like, was it Ohio? 1 second. Ohio. Search. Go to maps. Google Maps. Ugh. Bing. Ugh. All right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna let you know. Oh. So, Midwest Gothic. This is the Midwest. Up through here. This is the Midwest. Ohio is still Midwest Gothic, because Ohio is just a wasteland. It's horrible. It's not a good place. People from Ohio will agree with me.
I have known some people from Ohio, and they have also felt this way.
Yep. But yeah, Minnesota is definitely part of that. And then you got your North and South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska. Colorado's starting to stretch the Gothic part of it, but Colorado's part of the Midwest. I think Utah is too. But then you get to like Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California. I don't think that those are.
What about Kansas?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be Midwest. It's definitely empty enough. Oklahoma would be Southern Gothic, and same with Texas and New Mexico, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri. I don't know anything about Iowa. Do people live in Iowa?
I assume so.
1 second. Let's just go to Iowa real quick. Wow, that's square. Jesus. Let's just go to Des Moines. Pardon me, Des Moines, Iowa, real quick.
Wow, that is some planning.
Yep. So here's Des Moines.
See, people live
It's
there.
flat.
It is very flat, you're right.
God, this looks depressing. I'm sure the people who live there just
We
love
live
it.
in paradise, though. Everywhere looks depressing.
Yep. Okay, well, so that's Iowa. um, where I have an interesting question for Google. Where is Midwest Gothic? Oh no, I asked the wrong thing. It's really confused right now. All right, where is the Midwest? Midwest USA. Oh, here you go. Hey, my feeling is right. Ohio is part of it. Look. Oh, they cut it off though. Like, I guess this would be like Rocky Mountain area over here too, which would be a different breed of folk. Yeah. All right. So yes, Midwest is this stuff, and it does include Kansas.
There you go.
They throw Arkansas in. That's interesting. Wait. Yeah, that's Arkansas, because that's Missouri, isn't it? Did I just get that backwards though? Wait. Oh no, I got that backwards. No, Missouri. Ooh. Okay. All right. So Missouri is part of it, not Arkansas.
Being a bad American.
Yeah, I'm being a bad American. Sorry.
It's alright, you're here. We don't care.
All right. So, what state are we putting this in? Or are we going to be specific enough about that?
Do we need to be specific about it?
I don't think we have
so.
to. No. Because again, it comes down to a feeling.
I think that's a good idea, is to have it feel like it could be any small town sort of thing.
In there, except for Minnesota, because, well, gosh darn golly gee, they got a really specific accent up that way.
We don't have to write anything about accents or anything.
How dare you not respect the American name? You came from our soil, you respect it. Trump 2021, you're Australian too. Get out of my face. He said joking. I'm joking. Shocking, really. I thought you loved Trump. I'm waiting for him to respond to that. We'll see here.
No, he's just sitting there pouting. Because you said that he likes Trump. He's offended. Greatly. Greatly offended.
I'm Australian. Smart as well. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he is smart. All right. I guess he can't support Trump then. He's not allowed to.
I mean, intelligence.
Oh no, you've offended me. I'm so angry. Well, good news. We'd never see eye to eye anyway. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm making it so more things appear on one page at a time. Death is not the answer.
So.
It's the question.
So we have him working in an office.
Had.
I think some sort of
blue collar, or not white collar job seems to fit him.
Yeah.
Let's make that bigger. Because that's multiple photos in one.
I was just trying to crop it.
Oh, you were? Oh, to cut off the bottom stuff. Yeah, go ahead. Oh. Sorry. Everything's fine. Oh, God, what happened?
What did you do?
Undo. 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 Nope. It's gone.
What happened?
I don't know. So I'm gonna go back in.
There it is.
Okay, cool.
No, wait.
Okay, I'll just
stop everything.
Yep. Go ahead. You do the cropping. I'll stop touching things. Touch. No, I'm kidding. All right, cool.
There you go.
All right, now I'll keep adjusting.
Yes. All right, so do we have a... outline. We
Have an outline section, yeah.
yes. All right. So
I googled boring tea.
it would just be tea.
Just boring tea.
Just
It's just tea. That's Franklin. No sugar. That's too much.
Too much excitement.
Yep. Milk? Excuse me. Death is the question, and the answer is no. All right, fair enough.
Where's that from?
Oh, I said it said death is not the answer, and I was like, no, it's the question.
No, okay.
And then he was like, death is the question, and the answer is no. All right, there's his tea. Franklin's tea.
That is the weakest tea.
He makes sure to not oversteep it. It's very important. It has instructions on how long to steep it. You steep it for that long and not a second longer.
Does he measure the temperature too?
He probably measures the temperature.
Because it's got to be like
He also probably doesn't
Celsius.
actually dunk the tea bag. He probably just lets it sit there and then pulls it out. The weakest infusion you've ever seen. As someone, yes, you are someone. Oh, who likes tea somewhat. Does that tea disappoint you? I want to break that cup and evaporate the tea. Yeah, fair enough. So here's the thing: is I think he starts off in a Midwest city-ish, a smaller Midwest city, and ends up here in this part of the Midwest.
He doesn't start there? Surely there's like officey type things.
In the middle of nowhere?
The middle of nowhere? Maybe like a little, maybe there's like, it was like a new telemarketing firm that moved out there.
Oh, in the middle of nowhere, and he took up one of the jobs?
Yeah. And they're just like in a repurposed barn or something. Probably not that. But they're like...
Is it a real telemarketing firm?
Maybe.
Or is it a scam?
It's definitely a scam. Absolutely a scam.
He wants to evaporate the tea with the volcano, the inside of the volcano, the one in Hawaii. As an American, I do not know which one that is, but I know what you're talking about. The one that's actually active. It's the biggest island, I believe.
Possibly.
Honolulu?
I don't know.
Which volcano is active in Hawaii?
Bean.
Oh. One of the volcanoes is getting more active and there's earthquakes nearby.
I don't want to think about it. Let's move away.
Sorry. All right. So, let's see here. I mean, God, they're so square.
What are you trying to find, my love?
I'm just trying to think of I know we're not going to choose a specific spot.
You want to...
I want to have an idea, exactly. A vision for which one it is.
Where is that sign? You said that sign is a real sign.
Oh, okay. Where is the hell is real sign? Where is the hell is real sign? Interstate 71, which connects Columbus and Cincinnati. Columbus, Ohio? Wait, where's Cincinnati? Cincinnati. Natty. Oh, then the I. Ohio. It's in Ohio.
You were right.
Wow. Ohio. Oh, man.
Putting this in Ohio.
We're definitely putting it in Ohio.
All right. Ohio.
So where is Interstate 71? So we've got Columbus, and I need to find Cincinnati. There's 70. 71 is down here. So somewhere along this road is the Hell is Real sign. Hell is Real sign. Yes! Mount Sterling, Ohio. There it is. We found it. Ladies and gentlemen, we found Hell is Real.
There's ratings. There's
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah, there's 8 reviews.
Can we see the reviews, please?
There's one 1-star review. Eye-opening. Changed my life. A holy sight to remember. Only important thing in all of Ohio. One of the best spots in Ohio. I've lived in the state for my entire life, and this is truly a hallowed sight for all Ohioans. You'll love to see it, folks. LMFAO, I love the sign so much. Always good for a laugh. I'm sorry, but this is pathetic. Always fun to pass by when heading to Columbus or Cleveland. The large sign that gave the name to the Hell is Real rivalry. Columbus Crew versus the FC Cincinnati. All right. So we got to look at it. We also got to see what's around it. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's nothing. What the hell?
Oh, there's way
Thou
more.
shalt have no blah 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 blah. That's probably one side of it, and the other side is Hell is Real. Right? Oh, sorry, one more. Click. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Hell is Real. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Hell is real.
I don't think we were the first.
Not even.
No. Alright.
So that's the aesthetic we're going for. This is fine. I thought those were buildings. It's just trees. There are buildings down here though. Yeah. So where does Franklin live now?
He still lives there, doesn't he?
What?
Doesn't he live there? Doesn't live with
He was
his
living
mum.
in an apartment before.
Ah, so he's living in his mum's old house.
Yeah. It's an old farmhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Didn't we have an old house?
We had a building. Oh,
We had
is
an
it
old
gone?
house.
Keep going.
It says that one, but I think that's
No,
too big.
farmhouse.
We had a building that looks more like
Midwest
that's
Gothic.
his office building.
Yeah, that is. That's definitely his office building. Midwest Gothic farmhouse. Please and thank you. That's horrible.
Oh.
I hate that. No, sorry. I'll go back. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. It's leaning. The house leans. Does the house lean?
The house leans.
Okay. Cool. Save it.
This is good too. But I like
Yeah, but that's too nice though. Maybe this is what the land looks like nearby. Like there's a
An old
farmer who
farm.
owns the rest of the land, and just the house is his. The house and the driveway. The rest of the land is owned
They've
by another
sold it
farmer.
off to-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like this. Good stuff. I'm actually going to move this one down.
I can't believe there's not a swing in the tree. I'm disappointed there's no tire swing. Can there be a tire swing in his?
Sure. He never used it though. It's too dangerous.
No, but you can hear it at nighttime.
Oh, God. All of a sudden it just stops.
That's creepy. I like that. I like that idea.
But he can still hear the wind blowing.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
Good stuff. Good.
So, this is going to be... So, the fairies are bad. These are not good
fairies are
fairies.
fairies.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
Fae is Fae.
They are the conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but Fae is like Fae aren't good or bad.
I know.
Fae are
Chaos and order.
chaos. Yeah, chaos and order.
There is no good or evil.
There is no good or evil.
No.
It's just nature being nature.
Yep.
It's just follow our rules or chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns. All right. Okay, cool. So
Come over to the outline.
I'm here. There we are.
There you go. We're in Ohio. Hell is real. Corners everywhere. Wait, we need to copy and paste that and put it in on the
The aesthetics.
No, I was gonna say it has to be on the front cover. We have to change the
Oh,
front cover now.
Yeah.
The front cover doesn't work
No,
anymore.
no, no. Now it's way more specific. We've got an actual thing going on.
I mean, this could still sort of almost work.
I mean, it kind of works.
Also, our
The title?
our title is looking less like it makes
It's
sense.
still going to be
but
Franklin, though.
Yes. And we'll just change the. It doesn't matter. It's just a working.
Yeah, working
Cover.
cover. Yeah.
Goodness me.
You know we've got to contact my friend Maverick, right?
How come?
He lives in Ohio.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, and he agrees that Ohio sucks. Yeah. All right. So, Franklin. Okay, wait. This is where the outline goes.
Yes.
I'm going to copy this into the notes, and I'm going to start writing out the details we had sort of like picked out here.
Okay.
So I've got my old notes. They'll stay there. They're down below, but we'll separate them out. What? It's lunchtime. No, we have to stop?
Yeah, we have
No,
to stop.
sorry, 1 second, everyone. We're not stopping just yet. I have to write down a few details of the ideas we came up with. Specifically,
just a couple of ideas. Make
Yeah.
sure you leave yourself excited to get back to it.
Franklin works for a, air quotes, telemarketing firm, which operates out of an old barn.
It's an old barn.
The kind you keep chickens in that are, air quotes, cage free. That's the kind that it is.
Yeah.
So it's really long and
Yeah.
dark. Yeah. How many employees do they have? Of quite a few, right? Because like they're probably one of the few people that can hire you in that area that isn't a farm. So if you don't want to work at a farm, this is your only other option, right? So what, like 30 people? Because that's a lot for the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
30 people, roughly.
Yeah, some of them have to travel from neighboring towns.
Around 30 people work there with
back.
Franklin. Alrighty. Some have to travel from neighboring towns / no, we'll just say towns because it can't be cities. That'd be ridiculous. Franklin lives in his mom's old house. It's a rundown farmhouse. At this point, he only owns the house and the driveway leading to the road / highway. Everything else is owned by a farmer who bought up the land. I think we'll stop there. Yeah. We'll hold on to there. There you go. Okay. We're stopping for today. We're going to go have our lunch. Don't know when we're going to schedule the next one of these, but we'll make it a regular part of our weekly schedule here. We'll have to do it at least more than once a week because otherwise we'll run out of steam because that's how writing is. So yeah, uh, we are gonna go for now. Uh, Thanks for dropping by, checking us out. If you happen to come across this later, check our schedule because we will eventually add in the detail of, you know, when exactly we're going to be going live with this next. Bye, Zeddy. We'll see you.